What's up, y'all? I think I'll let it play, man. I go and take the hit, man. I'm gonna go and take the hit. What's up with y'all, man? I got something coming, man. I wanted to see. I wanted to go back and see if there really was a difference between the
Are you gonna call me like you said you would?
American Base HD8 44 and version 2.
But you know, I'm a man
Yeah,
now.
I wanted to see something.
And I came a long way.
I want to see something myself. I'm gonna see.
Experience taught me one thing. Taught me to hold on to my love. Sometimes I just can't help thinking living without you, baby. See, sometimes I just can't live crying about you, baby. I'm not really about a doggone thing. I take.
Do you want an easy way to create?
What's up, man? Yeah, it's healing well. Yeah, it's healing well. What's happening? Now I'm told I got to keep this on for months. For months, man. But it is healing back, man. Inflamed right now. Still a lot of information in it. So he wants you to wear this as often as possible. Particularly when I go to sleep at night. But I say, hey, what's up, MB? Hope thank you, Timothy. What's up, Tim? You make against putting anything in front of the cone. Just by everything Pillow Enclosures does this. The base figures are largely non-directional. Why do you say base is non-directional? Base is omnidirectional, so it goes off in all surfaces at the same time. What I advise not to do is I want you to do it. I want you to play a box with nothing in front of the cone, and play a box with something in front of the cone, and tell me if you hear differences. Where do you hear the differences in notes, or if you even hear differences in notes? If you don't hear differences in notes, then what I'm talking about, you have no idea. You say I don't hear that. I can't argue that. You don't hear. We don't all hear the like, because we all hear the like. We all like the same type of music, and we don't all like the same type of music. Even black people within, and it's not a racial thing, because even in each subset of people, that's what I call them, subsets. People don't like all music. Some people like country, some people like rock. Some people like rap, and some people like R&B. Some people like gangster rap, some people like good wholesome rap. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So everybody there is different. I noticed if you put something in front of the cone, all the bass notes sound the same to me. Whereas if you got at least put on the sides of the cone something out in front of it, you can hear each note change from one to the next. That's what I noticed. That's what my ear is picking up. That's how I hear. I don't know if you hear it like that or not. If you don't hear it, I can't convince you it's there. You don't hear it. What up? Like when people say, man, you can't do between two on and one on. I think I can. I can. I think I can tell when the bass is deep. For the most part, maybe I'm off wrong. Sometimes maybe I'm not, but we all know we do not all hear the same. We don't enjoy the same listening levels of music. Nor do we all hear the music as the other person's enjoying it. Some people might be enjoying the cymbals. Some people might be enjoying the low notes. Some people might be enjoying the guitar. Some people might be enjoying the flute, the saxophone, the trumpet. Some people might be enjoying the trumpet with the bass. We don't all listen to stuff the same. We just sit there and we like the same song. We say, oh man, you know what? That sounds good. But that don't mean we all enjoying the same thing, the same chords in the music. So, yeah, it's based on the direction. You're not going to be tell where it's coming from. Now, if bass is all sound the same, this is for Timothy. If all bass sound the same and all prefab loading enclosures are made like that, the prefab loading enclosures are made like that for one reason. They want your money. They don't care. They got the subwoofer in the sides inside the space that's there. They're selling their product in something that doesn't fit in a space that you reasonably wanted allotted to, and then it should sound good. That's how why we did it. It sounds good, don't it? Yeah, and then you stand there and say, it don't sound that good when you face the woofers facing forward, like MB said in the truck enclosures. Yeah, that's true. I kind of think I pioneered, and I ain't gonna say I pioneered. I'm gonna say I helped push it to the front, and that hey man, instead of facing woofers down or up, Face 8's facing forward, and you'll be good. But if you hear what I'm talking about, Timothy, you got to do it yourself and see if you hear it. If you don't hear it, ain't nobody can get you otherwise. Not everybody's music the same. Okay, MB, what's up? What's up, brother? Greetings, MB. Bless. Thank you, man. Hello from the Pacific Northwest. What's up, Fuego? Bass travels with wave frequency. Never had a quality box while I came into my MB box. We're going to hear something different because I actually built a box for performance. Not just to fill a space and put a speaker in there. I'm not going to just fill a space and put a speaker in there. Sometimes I say, man, you're not going to be able to get real good low bass extension like I want, so I will build you that box. But there's manufacturers that will build you to put something in there. I'm only going to build you something that I think sounds good. If I don't think it sounds good, what I'm going to do, MB? The vehicle ain't made for bass from MB. Because man, what it is, baby? It's the brand. When you see that tag, you qualify. I've had people in line recently. Was it this year? Yeah. He might be watching. Ram on one side, Silverado on the other. He said, well, I'm going to get the bigger under seat box. Without a seat lift, 2022. The Silverado. He turned right when he bought a Silverado instead of buying a Ram. Made a decision just because he already had a box. And he was upgrading the truck. And he had a Ford and he wanted to switch over to something else. And he said, man, I need to know. He had an older Ford. So he was going to buy a Chevy Silverado. He based his decision based on what he was hearing right then. And he wanted that same sound. He said the biggest box space you get between the Ram and the Silverado was the Silverado. That's what he decided. So that's what that tag means. That's what MB tag means. They're going to perform. That's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm banking on. That's the experience that I'm giving everyone, or trying to give everyone who comes to give me for a box. The MBE experience low bass. Yeah, especially if you get, and then especially heightened if you get an epicenter. Because my boxes did turn it up. Let's get with it. Okay, the Comp 15 and a 6 cube true boy between on 30,000 watts. Oh, yeah. That's ready power. Don't try to send no more power. Don't try to send no more power to that Comp Q now. That's when you get the big recommendation box from me, they send ready power. That's it, man. You're not gonna get louder. Learn something new every day. I will have to move my grill to test now. Market. Are power subs really a pile of shit? Any subwoofer sound good in a box designed for it. Any subwoofer will sound good in a box designed for it. Any subwoofer will sound good in a box designed for it. Up to its performance level. Maybe its performance level is not to go past 30 or 50 watts. Does it sound good up to that point? Then it has achieved its goal. Well, others do it at 500 watts. Maybe then you need to go get that subwoofer so you can put 500 watts to it. But any subwoofer sounds good in the box designed for it, man. The custom box designer will be able to make in the box and subs for giving available space based on your power available. All that is true. That's true. Hello, MB. The Kicker 16 watt amp. Have you used it? Not in the 21st century. Do you recommend for running 2/8? Kicker CX 1800 is pretty good. Yeah, for what H though? You gotta know what H you talking about. You talking about 500? You talking about level 2, tier 1 or tier 2? What performance level we talking about? 4 to 6, 750 to 8, or 1,002. You got 3 performance levels. So you gotta know what that 1800 is probably gonna be good with tier 2, which is gonna be between 6 and 800 watts. Yeah. Today I was listening to the box, LOL, and I was listening to the box by the Riverside I was made in low volume. I can hear the texture bass. Oh yeah, the epicenter. I think I built him a box. I think he's talking about my box. He was listening to the box on low volume. Good, so you can hear everything. Huh? Yo, MB, what's up, humble shooter? What's up, man? Who you shooting? What you shooting, homie? Well, don't say it here if you is actually shooting somebody. Don't. Hey, baby, could you do me a favor? My helper. Could you bring me some ice and some more of my nectar? Oh, yes, Lord. Boom, 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 boom. 10 hertz. 10 hertz. Woo! Hey, my wife can turn the corner and she still be turning the corner. That when you know you got one, boy. I'm telling you, baby. That when you know you got one. Yes, Lord. What's happening, man? Y'all give me them questions, man. Give me them questions. Y'all gonna see the MP8s in a lot smaller box than this box right here. This is a 2 cube box. So I'm going to I'm going to put them in a what is that? 1.3 cube box tomorrow. 1.3 cube box. I have one in the back. I cut the top off, put a top on top of it. And we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna see what it do. That's how it sounds in a smaller box. I think they're gonna do a lot better. They sounded great in that big, but that's the optimum box for them. I think they need to be in a small box. So these are perfect to move forward for those who want to do truck boxes and just gotta have four or something. I gotta check on the pricing. MB, I have a sub amp, 12V, 12-volt wire, 4 gauge connected to the underbolt power supply connected to my trunk fuse box. Is that right, or should I change it to the battery? Yeah, you can change that to the battery. Connected to the underbolt power supply. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. With a 4, yeah. Do you see a 4 gauge wire on the on the power supply that you using? Did you see a 4 gauge wire on there? Well, if you don't see a 4 gauge wire on there, brother, I don't think you need to put. You're not gonna go from a little bitty old wire to this big wire. It's gonna fill up all the amperes needed in that wire. You need to take your butt up to the battery, bro. You finna start a fire right there at that junction point, right with this little small power supply like cigarette lighter is, and then change it over to a 4 gauge wire. That's a choke point right there. Heat gonna build up, and as the heat build up, as the amplifier keep asking for power off this little bitty wire and that choke power, they gonna try to pull it up through there. Heat gonna build up, and your vehicle gonna catch on fire. So yeah, you need to take that up to the battery, bro. You need to take that up to the battery. Yeah, you want to keep consistent power wire size throughout, from the source to the consumer. All right. Yeah, the Ampere is so hard to get in USA. Sky High, Sky High. They had the dealership with them. Through a dude named Showers. Business went sour, real bad. Uh, Showers, greasy, grimy stuff. In my opinion, was not doing good business dealing. And so that's several ways. Because of that, this relationship with Sky High got severed. This is all opinion. This is all opinion. Uh, but that's why. So now he's in the process of finding another big U.S. reputable, honest, and integrity, people with some integrity and morals, and so he can get his product back out. You can get it. You can get it for me. And message me. But that's what Josh is going through now. He's got a big European presence. He's known European and trying to get to Asia. He may be. Let me tell you something. Those of you who know about B2 Audio, he's trying to stay where you can get some here. But talking to him, if you got a B2 Audio product, you're gonna have some prestige, premier. It's gonna be different than having it's gonna be highly accredited. It's like having a Focal or a Morale or something like that. Because he don't want to saturate his brand, which is very understandable. It's a European sound. It's very clean, high output. At one time, he did hold the world record title with B2 Audio equipment being ran by Alan Dante. So be good that you know about B2 Audio, but I think it's going to be a very elite cult, which I'm going to be a part of it, that know about B2 Audio. And I think he should stay on that tack. Because you hear about other brands every day. Turn on Facebook, you hear about it every day. Not knowing there's other brands that, in my opinion, can walk the dog or be just as competitive with them. You know, I had a big incident with a manufacturer by comparing their products to a B2 Audio sub, and I think he really just felt uh, he was scared that people y'all would go find out that yeah, man, this stuff is like that. Hmm? But just like anything, It can be used, misused, mistreated, uh, not used correctly, but it's a stellar performer. It is a stellar performer, as I've shown. Uh, 24, 36. Is that enough for a solo X10L7? Yeah, that's a lot of room. That's a lot of room. It's a little bit more, but that's enough. I wouldn't put it in the box that size, but that's enough. You got enough room. Growth value. Is the fuse box getting the 12-volt power supply, getting a 12 for the battery? Yeah, it is, but the wire's just using the fuse box too small to try to put that wire onto an amplifier, brother. I don't know if you not missing the connection there. The wires in the fuse box. The wires that go to the fuse box is not the same size wire that you're trying to use for your power supply on your amplifier. 4-gauge wire and a fuse box wire are significantly different. 4-gauge wire, fuse box wire. This is your problem. If you can't understand no other kind of way, this is your problem. There's not going to be enough amperage in this wire to supply the demands and needs of the amplifier, which is a 4-gauge, and you're going to start a fire here. Do not do it. I'm not going to speak no more on the subject. If that's what you want to do, it's your vehicle. I didn't buy it, nor do I have any money invested in it. Moving on. Matulu UU. MB, when I go to my DDM 2400, does location matter? I know where you have yours monitored, but is this bigger patient didn't show where it needs to be monitored and knows how to hand? No, I mounted mine right there because of the brackets on my seat. But I suggest you mount it where you can get a good bare ground and use as less ground wire as you possibly can. I'm talking about like staying under 6 inches, 8 inches, stay up under 8 inches from the ground. And when you use two, get them a power one out to dual out, a dual to one out reducers, and run 2 runs of power and 2 runs of ground like I told you, and keep the ground as short as possible, like 8 inches. So that's why I did mine like that, because mine come out my amp, and you seen it's short. It's very, very short. Mm. The message earlier in there too, and that stuff rich. I could taste there was a lot of it about it, though. That's rich. Rich. What do you think about Scardio as a whole? Affordable transducers, average sound. Affordable transducers, affordable subwoofers, average sound. You can get tonal quality is not really all that good for me, but you can attain numbers with them. William Gay has shown that. I think it's the average sound. Very affordable, average sound, average sounding woofer. A step above, I think on the same page as audio pipe. And a step above something like Q Power or something out to your local auto parts store. A step above that. But basic entry level stuff. And performance. I mean, what are you drinking, MB? I wish I could tell you tomato juice, but it's rich. Y'all see that, man? It's rich. So tomato juice, yeah, that's what keep you on like this, homie. You gotta know what to eat, what to feed the body. Scar got me back in the cardio, man, because it's affordable. 12, 12, 36 cubes equal 12 cubic feet. 12 by 12 cubic inches. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely wrong. 12 by 12 and 12 by 12 by 30, all in inches, is not 12 cubic feet. No, 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 no. Hey, I had a friend of mine, man. Guy who got a custom box with me, one of the guys I work out when we was at the other gym here in Douglasville. And he told me he heard a bite. And he said, bro, that thing has some bass on it. I said, man, he said, nah, man. He said, nah, the thing has some bass on it. Which makes me want to go to a bike show. I might throw my hand into that fight. I know some of y'all that ride bikes, you're like, oh, what, MB finna get in there? He said, man, it was in the bag. But the thing had bass. It was low. It was playing. He said, when we drive, you ain't gonna hear nothing. But uh, sitting at the stoplight, he's just sitting right there. He said, man, I ain't never heard of and I respect this guy. Older guy like myself. He don't no conjecture, no lie. He said, man, it was bass. It was bass MB. It was bass. It wasn't no mid bass. I know mid bass. He said that's the first time I've heard a bite that I was like, that's bass. So I'm gonna look into it. Cause one thing I do believe in, y'all know with me, man. If you can do it, it can be duplicated. If it can be done, it can be duplicated. If it can be done, it can be duplicated. So I gotta hear one for myself, just make sure that it is bass. And then I'm gonna duplicate it. Cause if he can do anybody, if one person can do something, the next person can do it. What I'm doing inside that dually with 2/8, anybody can do that too. It's possible. It's not hard to do. I'm selling that. I'm selling that for cab trucks, 2.5 cube boxes. They can go to 140. I can sell that. All right, easy to duplicate it. What I do not do is magician stuff. There's a magician down there in Australia. He can do He can do magician stuff. He can do stuff nobody else but him could do. You can't find a video of nobody else doing that. So that stands to reason that like America got a jet plane, Russia got a jet plane. So that means what? Jet planes do exist. You feel what I'm saying? Russia got a submarine, America got a submarine. So that says what? Submarines do exist. But you can't have a unicorn, I can't get one. That means the unicorn don't exist. Anything I do is easily duplicated. Anything I do is easily duplicated. If it ain't easily duplicated, there you go. How you like B2 audio amps? I never ran any, so I can't tell you. I can't answer that question. Does the shape and design affect the sound? Yeah, yeah. Slanted walls help with standing waves. Uh, Walls too parallel to each other. Let you put something in to refract the wave. Yeah, it can affect the sound. Box too, the shape and design of the enclosure. Yeah, to a certain extent, depending where you locating and depending what type of enclosure it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can have a little effect in the sound. Yeah. Diamond Audio 6x9 and 8-inch coax will give you big bass on bikes. Oh yeah? Nah, I think you talking about mid bass. Well, my brother talking about my boy, but me and we talking about bass. Like, yeah, we ain't talking about mid bass. I know that I heard mid bass loud. Talking about hear you for they see you. You be standing there for a minute and a half. He ain't got there. He had the light half a mile down the road. You can hear him. Yeah, yeah. See, he just sitting in the light, and you like, man, I do forever. Yeah, but he said, nah, man, it's bass. Maybe it was a small horn in the bag. Possible. One thing I do know, because he said it was in the bag, it was facing the ground. So I know he was getting his first reverb. I just want to know what he did it with. My guess is probably going to be DD. DD, Euphoria Audio, or DC. All three of them brands I carry. They pioneer in them bikes. Pioneering in them bikes. Those three brands right there. DC Audio is a newborn on the block. Got a name for himself in the bike. DD and who else got? Who the other person I said in the bike game? Euphoria Audio. Yeah, all three brands I sell. I know what I'm doing, don't I? I picked them real winners, man. Mm-hmm. MB, can you tune a seal box is tuned by the size? That's how you get the tuning of a seal box. The size of the box. To make it play low, oftentimes you could get a smaller box and just make it ported. To make a seal box to play as low with the same low bass extension as a ported box, the seal box should be bigger than it would be if you just go ahead and port the box. So that's why the ported box always has low bass extension. Explain that to you one more time. If you put a subwoofer and a seal box, same subwoofer, and you hit this dB level, this at this hertz, 130 at 28 hertz, and you do the same thing and with that same woofer in a ported box. If you look at the two sizes, you would see that you could do the same thing in a ported box with a smaller box, ported, than what you would do in a sealed box would be bigger than a ported box. And that's why the efficiency of it always goes to the ported box. MB, may God bless all that you do. Yeah, I have a trunk full of batteries. Okay. What do you feel about infinite baffle setups? Coney's Kings or maybe 212s? Infinite baffle setups are very good for those who have probably hydraulics or something inside the car. Thing of it is, you're gonna have to do it correctly, which means you're gonna have to take everything out of the vehicle and completely seal the trunk. Next thing you want to do is buy a subwoofer that is designed to work in an infinite baffle setup. Just don't put a speaker in there. You need to have a certain motor strength. Certain bit of control need to be in the woofer itself to play in such a large enclosure. Buy somebody subwoofer that specializes in that, like Fire Audio. They build woofers that can operate. Now any woofer can, but there are companies that actually IQ Control that actually make woofers for you to do that. So I would trust them. Uh, I lick 9 volts. That's a heck of a name. Glad the hand's doing better, man. Quick question: are you going to start offering break-in service woofers with your new setup you recently used? Break-in services for subwoofers? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. What you mean? Break-in? Oh, that's some new one there. Well, y'all making up some money streams right here. What is a break-in service for subwoofers with your new setup you recently used? I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea. I'm lost. You might be lost too. They had some oxidants inside that thing. I can't stop drinking. It's like it's heightening. You know, my wife's the holistic. She's a healer. That's why they can't believe my hand healing. But if y'all seen how I showed y'all. Y'all seen how gas that was. You see that? You see my wife done, man. I was opened up. You literally you could a month ago. You can see the bone. Y'all seen the pictures? She didn't do that in a month. The doctor can't believe it. In a month. With what? Diet and she'll take my hand, she'll massage it.
Vibration.
She told me to put this glove on. When I go to, he said, "Yeah, you need to put." I said, "Yeah, that's the same thing." It's funny you saying the same. You saying the same thing. You saying the same thing, my wife. Yeah, it's amazing. We gonna see how it goes. Yeah, I bet we is. First, doc want to take the money, go right in there ASAP. ASAP, get the money. What do you think about 6x9 subwoofers? I haven't heard one in a while. Uh, it's a subwoofer, man. You just gotta. I know Auto Control say they got one. A 6x9 subwoofer. It's possible, you know. I thought Rockford in the bike game too. They do. They do make special bags, but DC Audio is doing custom work with bags. DD as well. And who the other person I named? Who the other person I named in the custom bag? Fallsgate is leading. I think Fallsgate is leading as far as Euphoria Audio, as far as sales. But when we talking about truly customization, see, Fallsgate is leading because out early they got a name for themselves and have bike packages. So they leading by the numbers game, but they're not really customizing. Everybody getting the same thing. Whereas we get with DC Audio, DD, or Euphoria, they actually not just turning a lot of money that way. And all those companies are smaller than Fallsgate. Fallsgate's big. Whether he got sold or not, Fallsgate is a big company. Uh, been around for a long time. They got a North America, Fallsgate, South America, all that. So it's not surprising they are leading, but then you got your boutique, and these are the ones that are coming up with the bikes that are exceptionally loud. You know, that's the brands I was talking about when I mentioned them, not mentioning Fallsgate. But you're right about Fallsgate. I thought, okay, sorry I meant 24, 24, 36. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the thank you for the breakdown, MB. Okay. You can add a perforator on a seal box and tune that most likely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to make a resonator. You can. But a seal box is normally gonna be big to place lower than porta box. So it just behooves you just I'm just gonna build a porta box. And it'll be a lot smaller. And eat and handle more power. Because the bigger you make the seal box, the woofer that's in the seal box, even though it's going to play low base extension, it ain't going to take no power. So now you really in problem. Now you got the low base extension, but you can't get it loud. NVS Audio at 72 Martin and do bike all the time in the saddlebags. MB, Hertz, Diamond Audio, and other brands they carry these jobs. But the bass y'all heard piques my interest as well. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, man. I didn't hear it, but my friend know he knows kind of bass I'm talking about. He done heard my truck, other vehicles. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about bass. I like real bass, not mid bass. But I've had customers tell me, man, no, I'm telling you, but when my friend told me he heard it, and I know he know what I'm talking about, I said, yeah. He said, yeah, man, it's bass. It's bass. Probably when you roll, when he drive, you don't be like that. When he park, boy, that's bass. I said, yeah. And what you do, he told me what he's saying. I said, yeah, it's hitting the ground. I just want to know what he used. What speaker he used. There's one way that I know we can get bass in an open air environment like that. I have never built one, but think of a clamshell. Think of a clamshell subwoofer and a port that exponentially increases. A elaborate style port that cross sectional area increases all the way to it expands off. It's almost like a horn, but it's in a conical shape. And the subwoofer would be facing the floor, or if it's inside an enclosure, be on the fourth order, and you would only see the conical shape hitting the ground. You would get deep, deep bass. Very, very complex build. I would need a CNC machine to build one. Or I could probably prefab one. Still not prefab. What do you call that? Stack fab one. But that's the only way I know where you can maintain enough pressure to translate into the outside environment so that people would actually hear deep bass. Like it's almost like what they doing with them outside subwoofer speakers that people put in their homes now, where they burying the subwoofers underground. I don't know, you seen that, baby? Outside. Yeah, they burying the subwoofer chamber underground. The port tube comes up and it fires into another chamber above ground. And as you walk about the pathway, especially in certain areas how they place them, you will hear deep bass and you won't see no speaker box, subwoofer box actually on the ground. So how they position them, you sit in a certain area, you gonna hear bass, like encapsulated bass, but you completely outside. So it's amazing when people learn to do with sound, man. Uh, I have wonderful on. I have what does this do say? I have one of your 4 cylinder seat boxes with 479 V6 in it. 4 V6 E3. Can I plug two O's on two 25 weights? You're going to cut the hole a lot bigger. And Sundown V6, you're going to cut the hole a lot bigger. And it's not going to be optimum volume. And the displacement of those two 25 weights is larger than the displacement off. And especially talking about 25 Gs, larger than the displacement of the E version 6, probably 0.4, with a displacement of 25 weight, 0.114. Oh, yeah. So your displacement larger. So now the port area ain't changed. And the box got small and the port didn't. You're going to have chuffing in the port. Yeah. Yeah. You can, but might not sound good. What's your thoughts on compression horns compared with mid range? And I'm using mid range and tweeters, so compression horns are loud. They're very, very loud. People like that for like going to shows. I like a soft. I'm a street beater, so I just know they're very, very loud. They're loud. To me, they're annoyingly loud. I don't see how people enjoy them like loud. I don't see how you enjoy the music. If I can hear it from 3,000 feet away. You can't tell me you enjoying it. No, I ain't going for that. I see that on Facebook all the time. So, man, that man ain't doing that. Uh, MB, what's up, MB? God bless you in the flying. When you coming out with a subwoofer? I ain't gonna never come out with a subwoofer. I ain't getting in the fight. No, no, no. I rather control the fight.
Okay.
I rather control the fight. Why would I get in it? I rather referee the fight because they all fighting. At the end of the day, if they ain't buying your subwoofer, they buying mine. That's for even the brands I carry. They respect each other. They ain't friends. Can't be friends. If they ain't buying yours, they buying mine. It is what it is. Everybody won't be on top. Okay. Fire audio, steering table that have infinite baffle drive. Yeah, fire audio, I know. And yeah, steering table too. I like my machete, infinite baffle set, my rear deck, and my charger. Four of them. Hmm. My hands, my hands, my hand has been messed up for a month from wrecking my back. Ooh. What's MB? What's your family? What's MB and the family think I was saying that people buy bother you, they could get you break that sub in two all at once. Nah, I ain't got time for that, man. It's hard to no. No, I know I ain't gonna offer that service main on them. Well, I ain't got time. I ain't got time, man. It's hard building a box, but you think this crab and shit come off? Y'all think I'm built you think it man, that's why people y'all give me to build these boxes, cause some of y'all done tried and said, man, I got it, man, but it don't look like nothing. I've been doing this for years. That's why I come out looking like that. That's why I come out look, man. Look, man. And you talking about had time to break a subwoofer in. Look at that. That's hand built. I ain't gonna get you in there, but yeah, that's hand built. They finna get their coat put on. This is a hand built ball here, man. Look at this, solo. Yeah, almost finished with that glass. Yeah, man. That like came out of a machine, MB, but it didn't. But it didn't. I built that joke about hands, y'all. Yeah. So now you talking about break subwoofers in too? Oh no. No, 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 no. What? Hey, it's a word I love to use. Let me get no, 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 no. I ain't not even gonna consider that. Rockfield is the only. I know. Okay, blessing MB. You seen them Mario Neil subby? They look very handsome. They do. I need to go and pop one. I need to pop one. If you're a compressor on a car, you're going to damage your hearing unless you're wearing ear protections. Yeah, they be having a minute though. I be hearing some vehicles. I said, man, when do you ever turn on? Do you have a listening button where you can turn like where you can turn? You got 32 speakers on two doors. When do you ride around? Do you? You need a street beater, man. I've been with Nope National. That's why I like Nope. You know why? It's just street beaters, man. We just street beaters, man. Uh, NVS audio for bikes. Yeah, that's not very loud though. With the DSP episode, which one goes first? The episode needs a full signal. So it needs to go. You need to get the DSP and to send a full signal to the episode and let it do its thing. I like my T1 like my T112 Fargate, but down to hear my 25H to compare. MB, no couldn't just showing support about sucking them game. What's up, man? What's the best looking 8 you ever seen? Hutchinson 8. That Hutchinson 8, the very first one, not the Etta. The Etta version 1.8, I want one of them. I want one of them jokers there. Yeah, I want one of them. I think that was the first individual 8 of its time. I started looking for one. And then outside of that, the best looking subwoofer to me has always been a DC Audio. And an M4 really, with its bigger girth now, that's the best looking 8 out there. Yeah. The best looking. It looks space age. The DC Audio M48, that's the best looking. It's that basket. That basket is is the one for me. That's why he wins. That basket is nice. That's a very beautiful sub. Yeah. Don't like the surround, but it's a king. But I don't like the surround so much. But I love that basket. Uh, Not that the surround's bad. I mean, here's one. Here's a. In fact, here's one right here, so y'all can see that. That's a surround on the M4 fat roll surround. I wish he did it tall and narrow. If I think if he did that thing tall and narrow with that force and that, with a different sound for sure. But this boy here, he killed lows. Yeah, he killed. He love low. Okay, so that's what brand. I think that the Hudson, yeah, number one as far as looks, and after that, then I would say the DCR M4. Them are two of the best space age design, best looking aids. I like them. I got a question in my mind the other day. What component means and tweeters across with them amps and curves should the components be used or not? With components, mids, and tweeters, the crossover with them amps have crossover. Should the components? It's just a fail safe at that point, because the amp crossover, unless it's digital or Bluetooth, you going by a Pentium meter turning like this. Well, you use the Pentium. If you use that little small meter, if you don't have a DSP and you're using a crossover on the amp and the crossover, the crossover at the passive crawler is going to just a fail safe to make sure that you are just sending those frequencies there. Now, if you got DSP, then you want to take that off, because now you could be hindering yourself, because the DSP is going to do better than the passive crossover. I hear a lot of y'all asking out questions about them DSPs. I know where y'all coming from. A lot of y'all get that mess from Facebook, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But most of my subscribers on here, they ain't finna buy no $1,100 DSP. They can get a radio, audio control device, amplifier, some speakers, and they be good to go. Cause I don't even run a DSP. So I get where you guys coming from with y'all trying to push because you bought one. That's good. Then you need to go to a forum and a crew where they actually talk about the different nuances and using them. Don't try to make other people feel good. I don't run a DSP. I got a real good head unit. Time alignment, 18 or 15 bands equalization, and crossover. And that's all I need to sound good as I want to do my system. And it must with my channel is for. I keep saying, I'm going to say it here again. It's just for street beaters, man. We're going to put a radio in, probably a line driver after that, preamp, epicenter, amplifier, subs, door speakers. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep the lights on with the big companies. My followers, they're not really going to do, some of them might do 4K and hertz. They're going to pick and choose, but we just street beaters, man. Some of us going to run DSP, most of us ain't. Most of us ain't. And unless they, I don't know, bring the price down $200-300. But most of them, I don't run I can give me a high, for $1,000, give me a high-end radio. I'm not going to pay another $1,000 for a DSP. Is it good? Yes. But my channel's for street beaters, man. Not everybody's going to buy all that stuff. You should just feel good that you bought yourself one. It don't matter if I buy one, anybody else buy one. Just feel good that you bought yourself one. It was your money. Glad and audio aids look good. I heard somebody, I seen Cardio Fabrication got let me see the Glad audio aids. Let me see the Glad audio. Let me see that. Let me see something. Let me see. Glad audio aids. Last time I looked at them, how long I've been up here? Oh, y'all done got about 15 more minutes now. Let me see. Glad audio RS8 creative audio. RX8. Let me see. Let me see something. RS. Is this it? They got an SQ8. And then they got an RX8. I think this is what he's talking about. This is what he's talking about. Uh. 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 Mm. Mm. Hmm. 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 You're right. It does look interesting. SQI crowd. Okay. We'll see maybe in the future. You're right, it does look interesting. Nick Aladdin. Thank you, Marcus Stanley. Street Beater, can you feel things with your fingertips? Yeah, I can feel things, except this one's coming. This one come and go. Come and go. MB, what do you think was subbed in the front, like behind the glove box and mounted to the fireball? MB, he believes in space, so what kind of bass you gonna get with a box in the front? Unless you got a Tesla. I don't I'm trying the Ford Trimmer. I'm trying to understand your logic. MB believe in deep bass. So what? How much air volume you gonna get in a glove compartment? Oh, MB referee, I like that. But the big flag edition, challenge flag edition from MB with crazy SPL surround combination line, clobbing SPL, kicking mad in the MB's imagination. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. There is one company that's very interested in coming out with an MB edition 8 inch. It'll be their 8 inch, but it'll be my name on it, which is gonna help it sell because I'm gonna have my influence on it. And that's all I'm at liberty to say about that. So that's why I'm not gonna come out dogging the fight. But I like the idea. One company for sure it was brought to me. In fact, that's what he said to me. Let's come out with the MB edition 8. And when he's ready to do that again, we gonna definitely ask him. This is what I think. Y'all tell me what y'all think. What can we make happen? And then my name on it, and we go, and we'll go. Cause I'm gonna, y'all know me. My name, boy. If my name on it, if my name on it, I ain't with the money. That's why I didn't like Black Diamond. Hiker subwoofers. I'm not talking about. I'm not sorry. I don't need the money like that. I got a product. I build boxes. I build a product. So if it ain't good, if it ain't what I would do, I ain't finna talk about it. I ain't. And if it's some garbage, I'm gonna say, man, this is nothing. Like that Nemesis audio tub. This is nothing, man. That's what it is, man. So I make a lot of enemies like that. But hey, you only get one word, man. Either you gonna stand for something or you gonna go for everything. I ain't going for everything. NBA, I just bought two Fish Force 8s going into 98. I think them good subwoofers, man, but I want debate. What kind of box and amp do you suggest? 1200 watt amp and a ported box. A ported box. You got unless you got somebody local to you that's gonna build you a fourth or cut the deck up and all that stuff there. But them good subs now. Greetings MBE. And what application would a down 5.7 course be more experience for a home audio setup? A home audio setup is always beneficial because if you just use it for home theater, you trying to get real low notes anyway, and you don't want to know where the woofer's at. So yeah, it's always for a home audio down 5. Why not? Now, what if you're using that same woofer for music transition and bass? Then you need to make sure it's up high enough so that it won't have. You could tell each one notes for the next. A cabinet. Listen, ask people to get home theater system. A home theater system subwoofer, and then you try to play music through the same thing, might not turn out how you expect it. You need to switch over because they be having the home theater setup. They be tuned very low, so the bass ain't punchy. If the song had to be punchy like 80s music, you ain't gonna get it. Not with the impact that you think you're gonna get. So it all depends how you're using it. Is it home audio music for the family, or is it home audio home theater? All right. Front facing gonna perform better when everybody listen to music at the picnic. Downfall is gonna be best for your home theater inside your room, movie room. Can the SU system play SPL sound? Yeah. I mean, everything makes SPL. Every speaker, everything you hear got an SPL meter into it. You get enough of them, or one or two of them. Everything has an SPL sound. Everything has a sound pressurized label. Everything. L7Q class looks great. And what L7Q class? What did he say? I ain't even know what L7Q class. Anyway, he ain't got nothing. He's just talking. Yeah. On a UTV, a utility vehicle, what will a DD610? Well, how it's playing outside environment. You don't get a good reverb first, but how you position it, but how? It's just a box outside. And you didn't even pressurize it, nothing. MB, are you still doing your excursion bill for fees? I think you said, man, that dude ain't kind. I still got his stubs and amps sitting right over there. We was just talking about that yesterday. I don't know what didn't happen. I don't know what. I didn't see the message. Hey, Ivy Harris. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Did you make a home sub box for that Q Class 8? Haven't tuned in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Run it right here. Here's it right here that you see it. There it is right there. Hey. Run it 2.6.5 per Durban. What is the best wiring option? I don't even know how to answer that question. What you mean? What's I don't know which amplifier make. I don't even know how to answer that question. Horn enclosure versus slot port advantages and disadvantages. Horns are efficient. A slot port, circular port, or horns are more efficient than slots. Disadvantage is horns are bigger. Yeah. MB, what subwoofer spec determines D base, or is it BL and resident? What subwoofer spec determines D base? The box. That determines D base. The box. Will it be square subwoofer? What would be a square? Will it be a square subwoofer? Oh, okay, no. Boy, I wish it would be an NBA edition. Woo! Boy, that would be something, wouldn't it? People are definitely paying attention. Gigantic horn versus everything. NBA, in your opinion, who has the best sounding 6x9s? I haven't heard all of them, so I can't tell you that. I'll be lying. Uh, are two Sunday SA10 version 2 louder than two Sunday SA3 due to coronary? Yeah. Now, I could make two SA10s be two X8s easily. What's your home theater selling? I bet that shit knocks. Don't really have one at this time. It's under construction. It's under construction. My truck knocks. Sometimes when I wanted to. 2H in the horn versus 210 nightshade 10s and a slot ported. I'm gonna go with the two nightshade 10s. I would go to one nightshade 10 against 2H in the horn. Yeah, me personally. Trying to see what can best fit my file audio MT sub up port floor and the Unit 5 cube. Home audio subs are 8 on the high, I've heard. Yeah. Can you explain why two subs is better than four? Box value. In the truck, you only got so much box value. You think you don't get the eBay because you keep cramming subwoofers in and you ain't increase the box value? If two is optimum, why wouldn't one four? Can you double the airspace? If you can't double the airspace, tell me how you don't get deep bass. What's his name? Giovanni Chavez. If you can't double the airspace, how you gonna get deep bass? If two subs on the scene truck enclosure are 2.5 cubes, between 2.25 and 2.5. And each woofer optimum volume is 1.25. So they ain't 2.5. Yeah, that's right. Now, if you put two more subs in that same 2.5 cube box, they no longer see 1.25 each. They see 0.6 each. You just half the volume. What happened? The deepness, the depth to the bass is half. You are louder because you're moving more air. But you no longer moving 1.25 per speaker, you're moving zero point 0.6 per speaker. So four would be better than two in this as far as tone quality bass if you could put four in the matching air volume. So you got two and 2.5, you need to put four and five net. If you can't do that, you're not gonna have depth to the bass. You need air, encapsulated air. Ain't no speaker loud sitting outside the box. You need to put it in here. It needs air. It needs to be able to move and compress air to resonate. The more air, the deeper the bass. The bigger the cone, the bigger the box, the more air, the deeper the bass. 10, 12, 15, 18. I don't know why this concept is so hard to. Dang, you right. It's not hard. It is so simple that it scares me when I see y'all let people trick y'all into buying these. I said, what trick do you think it's plexi dust? There's no tricks to it. It take air to make bass, man. I have a 12-inch Tom Elemental sub on 3K in a wagon trying to choose between a horn and a additional closer. Heard the horns are loud to try and be as loud as possible. Make a decision. Man B, since your home theater sub is under construction, think you can track down a Peerless 15? I'll buy it off you. Nah, I ain't finna. I mean, I'll be a boss. I ain't finna track down that. Uh, uh, want you to review it and hear it. I've heard them before, but I ain't got no time. I'll be a boss, man. I don't know what y'all think I'm around here doing. I be a lot of bosses, dog. A lot of bosses, man. I do this for a living. Pay health care, that diesel truck, mortgage payment, all that. I build boxes, man. I'm not gonna say I ain't trying to sit around and look for no Peerless 15. You want it, you need to look for it. Yeah. I ain't you just want it so I can buy it up off of you. Man, I ain't hurting for no money. I'm build boxes. I'm good. I'm good. I am very good. The club is louder with fewer people. What Miles talking about? Hold on, I don't know what Miles talking about. But look, y'all got me for 3 minutes, man. Big D Red laughing, man. For real, dog. I keep it 100 here, man. I keep it 100, man. I don't do no lying about it, man. I'm solid, man. Hey, recommend two CTI messages for a budget bill. Who recommend that? Who recommend it? Hearing them excruate, what do you compare them to? J Audio W3 subs, a little more hit. Yeah. The benefit for them, they can play in a real, real small box. You can put four of them on the receiver truck. Sure can. Yeah, I think they're gonna really excel in the smaller box than they did in that 2Q box. I think 2Q is good for four of them. Yeah. Yeah, my opinion. My opinion. What's up, big brother? Lil China, by any chance, do you mess with band pads and closures? Nah. And what's your take? Thank you, sir. Band pads and closures, a lot of bases in a small pads band. Nah, I don't build and ship them. Ain't nothing wrong with them. I build and ship ported box. For most people, ain't never heard of a correct ported box, and it fit most people's needs. But yeah, I ain't getting to the band pad. But there's nothing wrong with them. There's guys that specialize in band pads and build those boxes. I don't. Uh, Hurt shallow mount price tag for a 16, 18 millimeters excursion. Hurt shallow mount. I don't understand what this dude is talking about. I don't know what this dude is. It one of them dudes trying to put me in his camp or something? Man, I'm an SQ here guy. Man, tell this dude TC who I am, man. I ain't trying to listen to no hurt shallow mount. I want output, homie. I don't want nothing quiet. I'm a SQL. Sound reasonably good, but get obnoxiously loud. That's where I'm at, man. This stuff you talking about, I want bass, man. I want in your face. They want them to hear me before they see me, man. I ain't with this. Now you listen to that. I don't want to listen to no shout out myself for what? I want that head, shorty. Tell them what I want, Big Red, man. I want that head, shorty. I watch PSS Sound. I ain't all the way over there yet. I know. I want that hit, man. I want that home. We want that bass, man. I want stuff rattling. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's good. That's in the garage. I want to listen to something nice and quiet. When I get out there in that beast, I want to bring that noise, boy. I want to bring that noise. But they talk to him. You know what the time it is, man. Bring that noise. Any of my kings, boy, you gonna sit in your car or two cars in front of me, and you gonna hear it. You gonna feel me. You gonna know I'm there. And love, don't roll. What was it, baby? Don't roll the window up. That's the worst thing you can do. You let the window up, I'm just gonna let the window down. The pressure be a lot better. Peace, man.